Hello, welcome to the channel. Today is Sunday and we are still in Germany. Today we're going to Nuremberg. It's actually my birthday, so instead of spending time in this small town on a Sunday that nothing was open even on a Saturday, we decided to go to Nuremberg to learn a little bit about the four-letter word German history, and then also kind of look around at the Imperial Castle and kind of look into like another city. So if you're interested in seeing what we get up to today, come along with us and I will show you what we get up to. Follow me over on Instagram at @EatStretchExplore and I'll talk to you again soon. There's a strawberry cheesecake for breakfast. There's also salmon and cold cuts. Oh, a melon, okay. We are headed out, so it's 8 o'clock. The bus is at like 8:30. But since there's so much road construction, I don't know if the bus is going to be early or not, because like almost all of the stops in town are closed at the moment and dug up due to the road construction. So somebody on the trip is needing to find a clinic, and I actually know where there's a decent hospital, which is very random that I know this, but yeah, so anyway, it's in Nuremberg. It seems like they're not going to come with us, but we did offer it. And also, I was a little worried I was gonna have to go see the doctor today too, because I tripped out of the shower this morning because it was like slightly higher than my shower at home. So I like muscle memory only lifted my leg enough to clear the shower at home. So I missed it by like an inch, not even. So it was terrible. Okay, so this is a Lutheran church, but we still think it's a little strange, that statue up front, because from my understanding, Lutherans don't really put crucifixes on stuff. There's definitely a crucifix there, but I don't know. I don't fully know. But this is the old train station, I think, because this is the Bahnhof station stop for the bus. But I actually think that the station's across the street. Good thing I read the schedule, because actually it's the station. This stop is the one we're going to. The 6:23 bus to Gorgensmund, and then we will transfer there to the train. And then that's the train station. Getting a little bit worried that this bus isn't coming. We don't hear it and we don't see it, and it's very quiet here. It should be coming in 2 minutes according to the schedule, but again, my German experience has not been efficient or effective, nor has anything been on time. It's been even worse than American time in terms of the transportation coming on time. It sucks. Basically, you have to call to schedule a bus pickup an hour before you have to leave, and if you're trying to leave before 8 a.m., you have to call a day in advance. Well, actually, our hotel was able to give us a ride to the train station. I did not pronounce this place right, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. But basically, we can take the train here to Nuremberg main station. It's just like a little cute town, but it's a smaller town, but it's bigger than where we came from. It's only like 12 kilometers. Actually, I don't know which way we go. It might be here. Hope that's not the train. That's not our train. Okay, let's see. It's gonna be 9:30, 9:48, track 4. The schedule, in fact, was not by the other ticket machine we used. By the way, there is an English button and a French and an Italian, Spanish, and Turkish. But yeah, so this wasn't on the other side. These are the loudest birds. They changed the gate. Thankfully, I knew enough German to figure it out. So right out of the train station, we made it on time. Realistically, we didn't lose any time, we just lost a lot of stress and frustration because we ended up on the same exact freaking train because it only comes every hour. Okay, now we're crossing over into the Nuremberg area. This is like literally across the street from the train station. Handiwork Village, only restaurants are open, like the shops and stuff aren't. We're gonna grab some tourist info. It actually looks like some of the stores are open today. They weren't supposed to be according to the internet, but As with all the websites in Germany, you gotta check it out by person first. Oh, they have the gingerbreads, cookies, cars. When I was researching, I showed my sister these Playmobil things, and I was like, could I interest you in a Martin Luther? She said, actually, that baker guy's kind of cute. So the first thing we're gonna do is go to the Bratwurst Museum because it was the thing that made my dad the most excited. So just so that we for sure hit something of everyone's fancy today, we're going there first. It's like a half-a-mile walk. So again, this is like the handiwork like style thing, tourist attraction. It's right across from the train station. And then if you want, there is a Nuremburg card. I think it's 33 euros for the day, but you get unlimited transit and then entry to some of the museums and things. We're still walking. There's like multiple ways, but Google Maps is telling me to go this way to get to the Bratwurst Museum. My guess is it knows something I don't know. But again, a lot of stuff is closed because it's Sunday. However, that being said, there's a lot of convenience stores in the train station. So if you needed something, you could get it there. There's a marathon of sorts, I'm guessing. There's people clapping and running. This is St. Lawrence Church. It's Gothic style architecture. I'm doubting we can go in because it's Sunday. So had this not been Sunday, this is like a shopping area. So also, because of the marathon, a lot of roads are closed, so the path is a little odd today to get to the Bratwurst Museum. But it's also a pretty small kind of area. There's some crazy flurry of activity for this marathon. Suddenly a police motorcade went past, and then like this guy's yelling at people riding a bike. I don't know what's going on. Obviously not in real time for you especially, but Germany crushed the Scotland team for the Euro 2024. It was like 5-1, and the one scored by Scotland was an own goal. So there's that. So far, Germany's doing great. In the side streets, because if we do the main streets, it's the marathon. Okay, so now we're back by the marathon people. New York, and the MetLife building has Snoopy on top. I just ran across the bridge because I wanted to take a picture of the other bridge and the canal. So that's one of the things that Nuremberg is known for, along with the four-letter word, and then also canals, Imperial Castle, and the walls, the Roman walls. So now I gotta make it back past the marathoners. After a little bit of wait to cross back, because it's like down the hill, so people were going kind of fast. So crossing back over to the other side of like the little canal area. I'm guessing that the marathon's gonna be done kind of soonish. It's getting to be kind of midday. This was unexpected excitement and also some strategy here. The whole day was strategy rearrangement. Because I had Googled what's going on in Nuremberg. Nothing was listed, but there's a marathon. But we're almost at the Wurst Museum. We have made it. It is open today. If you have the Nuremburg card, it is free entry, but we do not. I think it's like €2.50 or something. The Nuremburg bratwurst is like very famous. It's like the white one that I had last year. This is actually a really well done museum for a very niche topic. I think we might buy a bratwurst postcard.
Variations on a plate. Most frequently, Nuremberger will be grilled over a beechwood fire and served in traditional variations. 6, 8, 10, or 12 sausages on a pewter plate.
I guess the Nuremberg sausages are spiced. On our tour yesterday, we were talking about bringing pigs in with a Nuremberg for the swine market. Oh, this is graphic. Oh my god, there's like Playmobil for how to butcher a pig. I just find that hilarious. They have it in the gift shop. I'm getting that for my sister. There was info about the difference between a butcher for pigs and a butcher for cows, because you could butcher the pig in your shop. We're headed back through the city to basically the oldest bratwurst kitchen in the world. Also, there's a guy with the time runner. So whereas for the New York Marathon, which is like my only marathon I've watched, how the pace is by a guy with a car, the guy here is a guy with a flag sticking out of his waistband, running along with them. The 3 hour, 15-minute pace guy just passed us. Okay, still continuing on our walk. And then we're gonna have to go back towards where we came from because of the palace and all of the historical stuff we want to see is back that way. I don't remember if I explained where we're going, but we're going to the oldest bratwurstery in the world, actually. And it's about like a 15-minute walk, maybe slower if you have older people with you, but probably I could have gotten there in like 10, but we're almost there. It's right there, by the way, where everybody is. Yeah, I got confused. I figured I'd put it in the vlog. The entrance is in the back. I just wanted the front of the restaurant. A lot of stuff on the way to the bathroom.
Awesome.
We're negotiating the beer, because red beer is famous here, but there's also the Franconian dark beer, and then the wheat beer mixed with cola, which I'm curious about, but I'm also kind of scared about. But there is an English menu. So they have the Nuremburg sausages, so you can get 6. I'm gonna risk it with the pork. Today's already been kind of iffy anyway, so I may as well continue with some of the other stuff. They do have baked goods, pretzels, snacks, a salt knuckle, vegetarian food they have, alcohol-free beverages. So I got the dark beer. It'll be a thing because I don't really like Dungles, but then my mom got the red beer, which is famous for Nuremberg, and then my dad got a water, so I'm not going to show you that because it's not super fun. Okay, first taste. Oh, it's actually not too bad. It's not as thick. Like the American dark beers are very thick. Also, David Bowie or whatever this song is so loud. Okay, I'm gonna try the red beer. I don't care for that one. Okay, so I got the sour one, so it's like vinegar. And then the beers that you saw already. My mom got the sausages with sauerkraut, and my dad got the sausages with potato salad. I also don't know what song this is, but I'm just happy I got David Bowie right. What we did learn is that the reason why the sausage is so small is because back in the day when there was a prison here, they had to fit it through the keyhole. At least that's what legend says. Also, there's still some marathoners. And we were in that restaurant for a long time trying to figure out what we're doing because we had to plan it. My dad doesn't want to walk, so we had to try to recreate the entire scenario where we're taking the train everywhere. So I think we have the plan. So we're gonna go Street of Human Rights first. So this is where like the Nuremburg Code is written. And then after that, we're gonna go to the Trials Museum. And then after that, we're gonna go to the Documentation Center. And then from Documentation Center to the castle. And then we're gonna figure out what to do after that. It should probably take like a few hours. The reason why we went to that restaurant is because the guy at the museum recommended it, because it's like the oldest one in the world. Okay, now we're at the Street of Human Rights. But yeah, it is on the marathon course, so I have to figure out how the people will go around. But yes, this is the street for the human rights. So again, Nuremburg Code. Again, I think that's the Opera House, I'm not sure. But like the station's called the Opera House Station. But we're gonna go down here and get the 24-hour pass. I think we probably could have just gotten the 24-hour pass, but like since nobody told me that they wanted to take the train, didn't do it, so I'm doing it now. Covering up my name, but my parents just got the pass that was like the plus pass, which is for up to 6 people, but only 2 adults. So I got the single one, and this is $9.70. Realistically, probably nobody's gonna check the ticket, but we have it. Okay, it's coming. We're going one stop, transferring, and then going 2 stops. Okay, we're exiting the station now. By the way, I think it's more efficient to walk than to wait for the train. Okay, so again, this is the Nuremburg Trials Memorial. So the museum is open. The actual documentation center is not open. They're undergoing some refurbishment right now. So we're probably not going to go there just because it's like, there's like a video exhibition apparently from what I read on the website. The audio guide was included. There is no senior discount, and we go to the 3rd floor to start.
The accusation of criminal conspiracy.
I didn't know the defense could succeed.
A few weeks after the Nuremburg trial, the UN decided to make the legal principles.
Okay, we started on the 3rd floor. The 2nd floor is actually the courtroom, so we're gonna go to that next. So that museum was definitely worth it because you learned a lot. It was a lot of content though. I would say probably not for kids because it's a lot of listening. Or if you speak German / read German, a lot of listening and reading because it was just a lot of words. There wasn't really that much artifacts and stuff. There was like one video where it was like the concentration camp footage that was used when the trial was there. And then there's like the courtroom 600 that was available. There's 2 floors of actual like content worth of stuff. It was €7.50 I think euros each person. You did get a discount if you're a kid or a student. On the way to the castle, we're gonna stop through the Hauptmark. So that should be coming up soon. I think we have to cross the river. So I'm trying to figure out which bridge to cross. We're getting up to the market now. It's crazy. So this is because of the marathon. It looks like there's a lot of festivities going on, and this is like where they're thanking the volunteers and everything. Because of the marathon, you can't really see it, but I think this is the beautiful fountain that you're supposed to throw stuff rings in to get wish. I might be going to the castle alone because I think my dad needs to sit, and I don't know if my mom is gonna do it. We left my dad on a bench underneath a tree. This wasn't like too steep of a hike, but I would say with like a stroller it might be a little bit rough. The side is a little bit paved, but Mary with the umbrella. Trying to figure out if it's worth paying the €7 to go in, because I think from what I did last year, I think we can walk around the grounds without paying. And then if we want to go into the actual stuff, well, that's the map of the city. I think we could just walk around the outsides. We don't have to like go in the buildings. So we're gonna check that out because we're already up here most of the way anyway. This is a map of the actual grounds. So again, I think we don't have to pay to go, just walk around. I think if we want to go, yeah, if we go to the garden, I think we don't have to pay. And we don't necessarily need to see inside the castle. I did not sleep well yesterday because of my roommate. We're going back to the gardens now. I don't think that guy's employed by here. I think he's just I can't think of the word. The guy who plays on the subway. Okay, I want to come look. Oh my gosh, the kids just started freaking out. I think this is a rose garden. Not entirely sure. I'm not good at plants or animals because I don't care about either one of them. Oh, there's also that random purple flower in there that looks like a lily of the valley. Not sure, but it's kind of nice. And again, we didn't have to pay. I think you only have to pay if you want to go inside the buildings. Okay, now I think we're exiting or still going through the gardens. I'm not sure. This looks like a still going through the gardens scenario here. Oh, they got like gardens from The Sims. Since I just googled it, I figured I would tell you what I found. So this is like a true castle. Sometimes in the German castles I went to last year weren't true castles, but during the Middle Ages, the imperial castle was one of the most important imperial palaces of the Roman Empire. For centuries, it stood as the heart of European history, a secure base and prestigious residence of the empire's head of state. So this was like a true castle. We're still in the castle gardens, but I just googled. The moat was dry, so there was no water moat, but the winding paths made it hard to attack the castle, which I guess makes sense. But I would say versus some of the other castles I went to, this one, the hill up wasn't so big. But yeah, oh, there's a dog. The dog made it up here. I would say there's also a corgi, and the corgi made it up here short little stubby legs with its stomach hitting the ground, so I don't know. Or Roman Empire's enemies could have made it too. Because again, a corgi made it. It's a tram. My dad said he wanted to take the tram. I guess there was a tram stop. Don't tell him. I don't know what they're guarding, but it looks like wheat and a beehive. I think my mom and I are not gonna show up to where we thought we were, because now we're on the perimeter of this castle, and I don't know if we're gonna get back to where we climbed up the hill, where we left our dad. My dad, not her dad. That'd be weird. It is raining now, so that sucks. But we're gonna just follow the wall, because there's this quote-unquote notable street according to Google Maps that's known for like scenic photos, so we're gonna try to do that, but we're just following the wall here. I came back to take a photo and the droplets got really big, so my mom's waiting for me at the bottom of the hill. But yeah, it's really raining now, and I thought it wasn't gonna rain at all. It was like 0% chance. I was like, yeah, no rain, super sunny and like 75. Okay, this is the street that was a notable street on Google Maps because of the timber houses. I'm not gonna pronounce it. It's like Weiser, Strasse or something like that. So I guess my dad is stressing out that we're not gonna make the train because he wanted to go back on a train 2 hours earlier than planned. So we're trying to run there, I guess. Back to him because he's waiting. To this church, the St. Siebel Church. Looks Gothic style. At the church, but that's like very detailed. Okay, there are so many Viking cruise people out. I didn't even know there was a river here. I asked my mom if she saw the Scottish people today, and they were bagpipers, so everybody's seen them. Okay, we are on our way. We're going to go to sushi because legitimately there's no food that I can consume in Spalt. So there's a bratwurst hall at the church we just came out of, and we were saying that my dad should have sat there. Okay, we're back to the market square. So like during the Christmas time, this is where the Christmas market is. Right now it's the marathon stuff. There's a concert. Okay, we're back by the church. So we got 5 more minutes walk. This is like the old town. When we were walking past before there was the marathon. So we couldn't really show you much of it before because we were like rushing to get through because of the marathon and trying to get to places because of the late start. But we're almost to the restaurant. Okay, I think it's down the street. It's really bright. Can't believe we're eating dinner right now at 4:30. This is the restaurant, Kono. I was gonna get the beef clay pot. I think I'm gonna get the menu 5 because that sounds kind of good. I'm not super hungry, but nigiri is like kind of light because I don't have to eat all the meat. Not the meat, the rice. I don't have to eat all the rice. Seeing that on video, I don't know what that's for. It's for ambiance. My mom got the number 1. That's a lot of mayonnaise. Oh, I also got a lot of mayonnaise. Why is there mayonnaise? But what strange ambiance. This volcano, so I think that thing goes with my mom's entree. She got the #1 meal. And I got the Alaska meal, which I think was #4. I still don't know why there's so much mayonnaise. My dad got fried shrimp. It's on the appetizer menu. It looks pretty good actually. It's like fried shrimp with like mayonnaise. There's a lot of mayonnaise here. And then red pepper flakes. This restaurant is huge. I have to go to the bathroom. And we're like trying to rush to go to the train station by 5:40. It's 5 o'clock right now. And then also wanted to get some gingerbread and some pretzels because that's the famous things here. It's a huge restaurant. There's a grand piano in here and everything. We made the decision because my dad doesn't think he can get tickets. So then he's taking along with me to get tickets. And then we sent my mom to get the pretzels and the cookies. But I'm like, are we ever going to see my mom again? I don't know. 5:25, running to the gate. The thing is at 5:39, so we're good. That's gates 5, 2, and A and B. Here. What a rush. Getting checks. The good thing about them. The person like stopped checking right before they got to us. Okay, we made it back. It's like not even 6, I don't think. 6:08. And we have pretzels and we have the cookies in my bag. So did that. Sorry, the train came. But the sun is like straight overhead right now. It's super hot. And it's supposed to be like 90 degrees in Prague on Tuesday, which means that's the day that we have so much stuff to do. And I don't know if anyone's prepared for that. I don't actually understand what this fountain is, but we'll take a look. We're back here. A lot of stuff changed, but Nuremberg, I think I could have spent 2 days, maybe even 3 days there. There's a lot of stuff. There's actually more things to do in terms of tourist life than there is in Frankfurt for sure. So if I were to choose or to recommend, I would say go to Nuremberg, not Frankfurt. Frankfurt is good for like a half day, maybe a day, but like 2 days was stretching it a little bit. And again, that's just because I don't do art museums or history museums. Art museums just because, well, I did go to an art museum in Frankfurt, but just because I don't want to pay that much money to look at art. Because it's not totally my lifestyle, and then also because I live in New York where I can go for free to Met and the MoMA and stuff like that. Nuremberg had more food options, definitely, than where I'm currently sitting in Spalt. Just because, you know, pork, dairy, eggs, and wheat. So there were other options. I would say even though I had thought I was going to be safe from eggs and dairy, I got hit with a mayonnaise, but I didn't have to eat it. But it was still like odd. There was decor on the plate. And then my mom's came with that volcano thing. We don't know where it was, and it was sputtering all throughout the meal. The really nice thing was the hotel owner drove us to the train station because we couldn't get the train. I don't know if I explained it well. Basically, we had scoped it out, but there was like this QR code that was like, scan here for like the current like location updates. So we didn't do it until today, or I didn't do it until today because like, you know, the bus is on the schedule. No, because it says info, exclamation mark. And then in German, it was like, if you're trying to leave here before 8 a.m., just call it 24 hours in advance. And then if not, you have to pre-book it by an hour in advance and all of this stuff. So we did not have the bus because the next bus scheduled wasn't until like 6 p.m. So yeah, it was a rough morning to get started. But then it was kind of rough coming back too, because my dad set us a schedule that was not reachable. So we had to run for the train, but we did get the pretzels and we got the gingerbread cookies at the last minute. So we got those. And otherwise, we did a lot of stuff. We did not go to the documentation center just because it was very far away and it was under construction. So we would have only seen like a video exhibit, which didn't seem like something I really wanted to do, especially because it was so far away. So anyway, that's the update for today. I don't know how much we're gonna get done because for the rest of the night, I think we're gonna just kind of pack, maybe go have a beer or something, because tomorrow we have to leave this hotel at like 7:30 in the morning or something like that, which is quite early. And I'm currently locked out of my apartment, not my apartment, my hotel room. So I'm staying in my parents' house, not their house, their hotel room, because I have nowhere else to go. So we got 2 pretzels. So this is like the famous brand, like the chain restaurant from Nuremberg. It's the Nuremburg Code. You'll see it a lot. So we just grabbed it in the train station before we were running away. Sorry, there was some noise in the hallway. My mom went to the investigate. So one is a savory, one is going to be a sweet. So the savory one is going to be the pretzel that is like protein is what it was called. It's like vegetarian, but it does have cheese. So we shall see. It has cheese and some green on it. It's like one of the famous signature items from the pretzel place, so I made sure to get it. So again, it's got cheese on it and then some greens. I think basically this is like the food that was kind of trendy when I was in Korea, but then when I had it in Korea it was with sweet cream cheese. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's Korean cream cheese, but it has like sugar, like a bunch of sugar in it. I'm gonna try this piece. So I would say that the pretzel that I got in my haul from Too Good To Go when I went with my sister to Cologne and got the Too Good To Go, I think it was from another pretzel bakery that's also in the same train station as I just grabbed this one from, but it was like Dirch or something. It's like also a national chain, but this one again was more specific to Nuremberg. But this pretzel's a little bit harder than the one that I got in the past, even though that one was Too Good To Go. So I don't know if that's like just the consequence of this being kind of the end of the day, or if this brand is just a little bit harder. But the cream cheese is nice and the chives are really nice, and it is not sweet cream cheese. So this is more like what you would expect if you got a pretzel with cream cheese and chives on it. There were like 40 options and my mom chose basically a donut with powdered sugar on it. They had a bunch though. There were some with curry on it, there was some with sesame seeds, some with poppy seeds, some with Nutella, some were filled with Nutella, some were filled with strawberries, some were going to be a mini donut, but pretzel shaped. Not super exciting, but it's just a donut with pretzel shape. It's a little dry. I'm not gonna lie, it smelled really greasy, but it's not very greasy, it's very dry. That's my review. It's just a donut shaped like a pretzel, but it's quite dry, but that's probably because we picked it up at like 5:30 on a Sunday. So then I forgot to say, we actually did get checked. So it was like Deutsche Bahn, even though this WGN was the actual ticketing agency, but the Deutsche Bahn agent got on to check our tickets, and she did stop right before us because we got to a station, and then she like went to go hold the door, and then she came back. So had we not bought our ticket, because I was like saying like I haven't gotten checked the entire time, but if we did not have a ticket, we would have gotten fined anywhere from 40 to 80 euros each for not having the ticket. And the ticket was like 10 euro 30. So yeah, it's worth it to pay because you can't just guess on the fact that in my 3 weeks that I've been in Germany in my life, I've only gotten checked twice. And this was the second time. So last item on the Nuremberg eat list. Okay, so running down the eat list, the red beer, the bratwurst or the Nuremberg sausage, what we just had pretzel sandwich, and then also this, and then the Lebkuchen, which is this. It's just basically a gingerbread cookie. And then during the Christmas market, apparently they have like them all over, but you can still buy them throughout the city. Not during Christmas market season. Just most of the actual like shops were closed today because it was Sunday, but they have like entire bakeries devoted to it with different flavors, different decorations. You can get them in different colors and stuff, and they're all basically the same flavor. They're just like special. There's a hair on here. That's not a hair, it's a piece of plastic. But I would say that we bought it today on June 16th, and it is good until the 15th of September. Oh, and by the way, my mom picked this up in the Handiwork Village place that's right outside of the train station, just because we had seen it when we went through. Oh no, I messed up the bag. Oh, they're very moist. So this brown part is very moist, and the back is like, I'm trying to get it out of the package to show you, but the back has like the paper backing on it, so a little bit. Well, it's very, very moist. I don't think it's gonna help with the cookie crumbles, so I talked a big game about how good that paper is. So it's just a very moist cookie. It is very gingerbread smelling. Doesn't taste like gingerbread at all, actually. So it looks like a gingerbread, but it doesn't taste like a gingerbread. It's a lot moister, but also the flavor is more like a cardamom nutmeg flavor on that side of the profile, so it's actually not that sweet, so I'm okay with it. It also has like a strange, like, to me, going into it I didn't think it was going to have this flavor, but it kind of tastes like dates and raisins a little bit, like sweetened with fruit. But I mean, it's not bad. I don't know necessarily if I'd go out of my way for it. It was worth it for my mom to break off from us, not get lost while we went and bought the train tickets home. That was worth it. But just so we could say we did it and we got it off the list, because it was on the list of stuff to do today. So we did succeed. My mom did a translation of the back of the cookie. So it actually translated it to the finest Elysian gingerbread. But it has oil seeds of hazelnut and almonds, sugar, marzipan. Oh, it's marzipan. That's why I wasn't super huge fan, because it's like, marzipan's like almond, right? Almond paste? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. It has orange peel, lemon peel, wheat flour, apricot jam, glucose, fructose syrup, dried egg white, bee honey, spices with cinnamon, cocoa, rising agent is the sodium hydrogen carbonate, and then there's chocolate, I don't know what that word is in English, couverture, cocoa mass, sugar, cocoa butter, and emulsifiers. It has 423 calories in the cookie per 100 grams. So actually it's probably more like 800 calories in the cookie. So be very careful. So as to not give you bad information, my mom checked 70 grams per cookie. So it's actually less than the 423 calories. So whatever 70% of that is. So minus 84, 106, minus 106.